is a good and smart master, and he made me this collar so that I may talk. Squirrel! My master is good and smart.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 most relatable moments in Pixar movies.
Now, you gotta promise to take good care of these guys. They mean a lot to me.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most notable scenes from Pixar flicks that resonate with us because they seem straight out of real life. Which Pixar moments make you feel seen? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. Babysitting, Monsters, Inc.
You like this? Fetch!
Hey, that's it! No one touches little Mikey!
Mike, give her the bear.
Have you ever found yourself in charge of a little one and had no idea what to do? Don't worry, you're not alone. In Pixar's 2001 animated movie, Mike and Sully from Monsters, Inc. find themselves in the exact same situation. The duo reluctantly become Boo's babysitters despite their initial fear of her. They stumble through the basics of childcare, notably trying to cheer up the upset 2-year-old, keep her entertained, and get her to bed.
Go to sleep. Now go. You go to sleep.
Eventually, they get the hang of it. Through their experience, the monsters develop an endearing friendship with Boo, particularly Sully. The movie shows us how rewarding taking care of a child can be, and how meaningful connections can develop despite differences in age, and, in this case, species.
Boo! Oh, you're right. I was so worried. Don't you ever run away from me again, young lady. But I'm so glad you're safe.
Number 9. Winning and losing, Cars. Anyone who's lost a competition, failed a test, or missed an opportunity that they thought was in the bag can relate to this Pixar moment.
We have a three-way tie.
Oh, hey, McQueen. That must be really embarrassing.
In life, we all go through things that knock us down a peg or two, and that's exactly what happens to Lightning McQueen. The overly confident race car agrees to race against Doc Hudson, but ends up making a fool of himself when he tries to take a fast turn on a dirt road and drives off the track.
You'll be out of the dirt and into the tulips.
So you're a judge, a doctor, and a racing expert.
I'll put it simple. If you're going hard enough left, you'll find yourself turning right.
It's a humbling experience, but he needs to go through it to eventually reframe his standards. Lightning ultimately realizes that winning isn't the ultimate measure of success, which is a lesson we all learn at some point in our lives.
You just gave up the piston cup. You know that?
This grumpy old race car I know once told me something.
It's just an empty cup.
Number 8. Core memories, Inside Out.
Let's get those memories down the long term.
All right, we did not die today. I call that an unqualified success.
Pixar's 2015 film nails its depiction of the human psyche. Although the concept of personified emotions living in our heads and storing our memories is kind of wild, it also feels accurate. As the movie imagines it, most memories are kept in little glass spheres and dispersed throughout the psyche, while significant ones establish different aspects of a person's personality.
But the really important ones are over here. I don't want to get too technical, but these are called core memories. Each one came from a super important time in Riley's life.
Many of us can recall important moments from our pasts which helped form who we are. They often correspond with big life events, like moving to a new city or achieving a goal, and are typically associated with an emotion or two. These moments have a lasting impact on how we act and think, which is shown in the film.
I want my old friends and my hockey team. I want to go home. Please don't be mad.
Number 7. Overprotective parenting, Finding Nemo. Not all parents are as overprotective as Marlin initially is, but most can probably relate to his natural instinct to keep Nemo safe.
We check to see that the coast is clear. We go out and back in. and then we go out and back in. And then one more time, out and back in. And sometimes, if you want to do it 4 times...
Dad.
All right, come on, boy.
After losing his wife and most of their eggs, the clownfish becomes extremely cautious, and it's reflected in his parenting style. As a father, he develops strict, although well-intended, rules for his son. Of course, his boundaries ultimately end up pushing Nemo away and into danger.
Just because you're scared of the ocean.
Clearly you're not ready, and you're not coming back until you are. You think you can do these things, but you just can't, Nemo.
I hate you.
Eventually, Marlin comes to realize and accept that it's impossible to protect his child from everything. His emotional journey speaks to the challenges that many parents face trying to strike a balance between protecting their kids and fostering their independence.
I love you too, son.
Dad, you can let go now.
Sorry. Now go have an adventure.
Number 6. University Life. Monsters University. If you're someone who's been to or is currently in college or spent a lot of time around universities, you'll probably find Sully and Mike's experience at MU relatable.
Mom! What are you doing?
Your grubby paw was in my bed.
Were you kissing my hand?
No. And what about you with all your shedding?
I don't shed.
Really?
Like many young adults, they figure out what they want to do with their lives and forge lifelong connections while getting an education.
The answer is C. Fangs.
Well done, Mr. Wazowski.
A bowl of spiders.
Correct.
A clown running in the dark.
Right again.
Warts, boils, and moles. In that order.
Outstanding.
The way the movie portrays the college experience is pretty spot on, to the point that some of the things it depicts have become cliches in college movies. It covers class, Greek life, roommates, house parties, social rivalries, and other things that are essentially par for the course on a college campus.
Let's hear it for Uzma Kappa.
What?
The most adorable monsters on campus.
Number 5. Losing a partner. Up. The reason Carl and Ellie's montage hits hard is because their love story is so real.
I like you. Wow.
Together, they face everyday challenges and pass many milestones. They learn that life doesn't always go according to plan, as many of us do at some point. Despite wanting children, they're unable to conceive, and unfortunately, they fail to achieve their dream of traveling to Paradise Falls before Ellie passes away. Her death has a significant impact on Carl, and anyone who's lost a partner can understand his motivations for the rest of the film. At the same time, it resonates with a lot of us when he's finally able to work through his grief and let go in order to try something new.
Sorry about your house, Mr. Fredrickson.
You know, it's just a house.
Number 4. Being married, having kids, and working a desk job. The Incredibles.
I do. I pronounce this couple husband and wife.
As long as we both shall live, no matter what happens.
Aside from the fact that they're superheroes, the Pars are pretty normal people. And you probably see a lot of your own life reflected in theirs. After supers are prohibited from acting, well, super, Bob and Helen settle into more typical roles in the labor force. He sits in rush hour twice a day to work at a desk as an insurance adjuster.
Why do we have so much junk?
Listen, honey, I've got it quiet.
Say no more. Go save the world one policy at a time, honey. Oh, I gotta go pick up the kids from school. See you tonight.
Bye, honey.
Meanwhile, she has her hands full as a stay-at-home mom. Although their marriage is solid, it's not without its ups and downs. They sometimes have disagreements or trouble communicating, but they always make up.
If we work together, you won't have to be.
I don't know what will happen.
Hey, we're superheroes. What can happen?
Together, the couple navigate raising their angsty teen daughter, energetic son, and baby. In other words, their days look like those of many real-life families. Number 3. Growing Up. Toy Story 3. Growing up doesn't happen in a single instant, but this moment beautifully symbolizes the process.
Hey, Mom. So, you really think I should donate these?
It's up to you, honey. Whatever you want to do.
It shows 17-year-old Andy saying a bittersweet goodbye to his childhood toys. Although Woody, Buzz, and the rest of the crew brought him joy as a kid, Andy is growing into a young adult with new priorities and interests.
You're really good with toys. These are mine, but I'm going away now. So I need someone really special to play with them.
So he decides to give his toys to someone who can fully appreciate them. At one point or another, we all hit a milestone like this one. Whether it's seeing our childhood bedroom emptied or moving away from home, something makes us realize that we can't go back to how it was before when we were little. The past goes away, but we can always cherish the memories.
Thanks, guys.
Number 2, dealing with loss and grief. Coco.
Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be.
Miguel's extended family are familiar to anyone with quirky relatives, and people with Mexican heritage may recognize the traditions depicted in this film. However, the most relatable part of the story is how it grapples with loss. Even though death is a regular part of life, it can be a pretty scary concept. The 2017 Pixar flick approaches the topic from a familial perspective and pays special attention to the ideas of heritage and legacy.
Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be.
It emphasizes the importance of recalling our ancestors. Whether it's by hanging up photos, telling stories, or continuing an old tradition, we all find ways to keep the memories of deceased loved ones alive. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Teen Things. Turning Red. Pixar films often address realistic issues, but none tackle puberty like Turning Red.
Did the red peony bloom?
No! Maybe?
But it's too soon. Don't worry, Maymay. I'll get everything you need. Mommy's here!
From bodily changes to teenage relationships, it doesn't shy away from the cringier parts of growing up. Although Mei Lin doesn't start her period, menstruation is alluded to, and her newly acquired shape-shifting ability can be interpreted as an allegory for it.
You are a woman now, and your body is starting to change. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
Mom, please!
You are now a beautiful, strong flower.
That's not all either. After her mom discovers her doodles early on, she endures a mortifying experience in front of her crush. Violet Parr knows all about that.
Is she all right?
Yeah, more napkins.
It's fine.
It's fine. Mops it right up.
Normally, she doesn't ever drip like this.
Plus, many will recognize the heartwarming bond May has with her friends, and can relate to her journey with her mom. In other words, Pixar's first full-length feature directed by a woman solo includes many moments that make audiences feel seen.
So don't hold back. For anyone. The farther you go, the prouder I'll be.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.